The live concert is on right now in Retem City.
We beat him.
Not yet. More coming.
Success!
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm not your enemy. I'm Hadi, an Arcs defender from Retem City.
Retem City is the capital of Retem region, isn't it?
Indeed. I thought maybe I should help, but you all seem to be doing marvelously well on your own. I was impressed by your display. Forgive me.
Did you hear that? Sounds to me like we've gotten way stronger, am I right? Actually, we were just on our way to Retem City ourselves. Would you mind showing us the way there?
If you head south from here, you'll find an oasis. Retem City's just beyond that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I would go with you, but I'm on a recon mission. I'm certain we'll meet again. Farewell.
Hadi sure seems rough and tough, huh?
That's true. I got the impression he's been fighting for a long, long time.
I wonder if a lot of the people from Retem City are like that.
If they are, that just goes to show how dire their battle with the dolls is.
Trial start.
I'm beat. This seems like a good place to kick our feet up for a few.
Yes, and replenish our water.
What was that noise?
It's coming from the direction of Retem City. Let's hurry.
Is that a dolls unit?
Even from here, it looks enormous.
Come on! I wonder what happened to the citizens.
Look! See that giant tent? People are going in and out of it.
Let's go see. Doctor, I need some help over here. We need to treat this wound.
You three! Halt!
You are not from Retem City. Who are you?
We came from the Alio region. We're Ark's defenders from Central City.
I see. So you are the ones Crawford spoke of. Follow me. You did well to come this far. I am Nadara, the leader of Retem City.
I am Jaleel, Nadara's lieutenant.
And I am Mohsen.
I'm Aina, an Ark's defender from Central City.
I'm Madden.
So, we saw a huge dolls unit earlier. What was that?
Renis Retem.
Renis Retem, huh?
It slithers across the desert as it pleases, wreaking havoc at random. It is a perpetual thorn in our sides.
There were no fatalities this time, at least. We have been beset by that thing for years on end.
Crawford sent us word about you. I know that you came for our help, but I'm sorry. Our hands are tied. We know what happened to Alio Town, and we certainly cannot leave Dark Falls unchecked.
However, we already have our hands full with things here.
With Renis Retem.
Until the time we can take care of that snake, it will be difficult to aid other regions. I apologize for wasting your time. I will not turn you out immediately, though. Get some rest first.
But...
Please, wait. Nadara. So Renis Retem was here. Sorry I wasn't here to help.
It is fine. But why do you stop me?
These three are capable fighters. After I met them on the mountain road, I checked in with Central. I heard they defeated Nex Alio with a small squadron. This may be our chance. With their aid, we may be able to put an end to Renis Retem.
yeah, we can help. You can count on us.
Nevertheless,
I, for one, cannot so easily believe that you defeated Nex Alio.
it will be an arduous battle. Do you three truly believe you are prepared for that? Very well. In that case, we welcome your aid.
So, could you tell us more about what's happening in the Retem region first?
We are currently spread thin dealing with Renis Retem, but we are also losing our resources in attacks led by other dolls.
There is a repository in the Retem region that is under our jurisdiction. A horde of dolls has appeared there.
However, right now we must focus on defending Retem City. We don't have any forces to spare.
Okay, we'll take care of the dolls there first.
Yes, I wish to see what the ones who ended Nix Alio are capable of.
Let's do this, guys.
Best of luck to you.
Hey there.
PSE Climax.
Manon, what is it?
You three.
Sorry to intrude. We noticed this place when we left the city. Is this place...
Yes. And these are monuments for our Ark's defenders. They list the names of the warriors who have fallen. Each monument contains roughly 1,000 names, give or take.
So many people.
If we could only prevent even one more name from being added here. I know. We value our soldiers greatly. I must become stronger.
This is the canyon. I'm getting dolls readings everywhere.
It would be dangerous to try and go up. We'll lose some time, but let's climb down into the valley. More of those objects.
What happened?
But from what I can tell, they don't pose any danger.
Trial start.
Detecting a number of dolls and generators in the area. There's too many of them.
Come on!
Trial start.
Don't let them surround you.
Trial start.
That was a close one. Thanks.
Glad we made it in time. I see something over there.
This place. It looks like this is how they transported the minerals they mined.
Yes. Now mining can begin once more. Thank you, all of you.
Mission complete, I guess.
I guess so. Let's go back to Retem City and make a report.
You defeated that many dolls in such a short amount of time? I was wrong about you. I humbly apologize for doubting your strength and for regarding you with such impertinence.
Mosin, how can you say that?
Jalil, they have more than proven that they are capable warriors.
True. I suppose I acknowledge your strength as well.
See? I told you from the very start. They are more than capable.
Then you'll let us help you fight Renis Retem too, right?
Yes, but don't let us down.
We won't. More importantly, though, I have a question for you.
What is it?
Those speaker-like objects that are scattered across the Retem region. What are they?
They are devices meant to amplify song.
Song?
The voices of Nadara's family, the leaders of the Retem region across generations, have traditionally held a unique power. On the battlefield, their song of war used to empower Ark's defenders, allowing them to stand toe-to-toe with the dolls.
Why doesn't Nadara use that power now? It sounds awesome.
Well, that's...
They are to fight with us. They have a right to know. Let us speak at the altar. Will you follow me?
The power of song.
Ready to go to the altar?
So this is the altar.
This place is under our care, as is the canyon. Since ancient times, this has been a sacred place where important ceremonies were held, but now it is hardly used. It seems they are intent on interrupting us. I'm sorry, but I ask that you help me rid this place of a few pests first.
Trial start. Success. Trial start. Success.
That is the last of them. Now then, you ask why Nadara does not use her family's power, did you not? Throughout the generations, the Retem leaders have always fought using both their physical strength as well as the power of song. However, Nadara lacks this power of song. The day she became our leader, a great number of Ark's defenders gathered here. Nadara sang the Song of War before that crowd. However, her power did not manifest.
Why not?
No one knows. Those gathered there were shaken. But the one most devastated was likely Nadara herself. And yet, Nadara has faithfully continued to fulfill her duties as our leader. She has undergone intense training that others could not endure to ensure that her physical strength makes up for her deficiency. Her tireless efforts and strength are to be admired. There are none among us who can criticize her for lacking the power of song.
Do you have any sort of data or analysis on Nadara's power of song? For example, some sort of video recording or someone's research materials. If it's not too much to ask, I'd like to take a look at them.
There may be something on Retem City's terminals.
Then let's go back to the city.
Did something happen? Nadara! Jalil! Mosin!
This is Renis Retem's handiwork. It got the drop on us.
With a horde of dolls flanking it as well.
Are you okay?
No need to worry. This is just a scratch. Right now, we must focus on countering Renis Retem. If we suffer another attack like that, Retem City will not be able to withstand it. Gather everyone for a war council. Would you lend us a hand as well? Then let us begin. This is Renis Retem's stronghold, the Dome. We have but one goal. Make it through the desert and get inside. There we all attack. We have neither time nor numbers on our side, but I want every one of you to help.
So we go on the offensive. Yes, I suppose that is our only option.
However, Retem Dome is well fortified. We cannot just attack it head on.
Agreed. We cannot simply force our way through. When we approach, some will split off from the main force. As we deplete their forces, an elite squad, including me, will head for the center where Renis Retem is. Hadi, Jalil, Mohsen and I will work out the details. The rest of you must prepare for battle immediately. Dismissed.
I'm sorry to bring it up at a time like this, but those research materials?
Records of our past battles are all kept here.
Thanks.
I do not think you'll find anything that will be of use in battle, but...
Manon? Oh, there she is.
I'm sorry I left without saying anything. I needed to get some fresh air. This planet, this Halpha, it's a cruel place. It's brutal and merciless.
Manon?
Just to simply live here. So many Ark's defenders have to fight the dolls and die.
Rest, O weary souls, no more tales to tell. Bid the world a farewell as it sinks into twilight. Right upon the wind, eternity waits for you gently to close your eyes as you dream of the morning light.
The Song of Morning. So you know it, do you?
Nadara.
What troubles you?
I was looking at your battle records, and then before I knew it, I had come here. The Retem region has been in a state of conflict for a long time. There have been so many casualties. If there's another battle, more people will die. When I think about that, What made you come here?
I always come here, before a major battle, to sing the Song of Mourning, for those we have lost. And to vow to myself that there will be no more victims. However, this is the reality. Even though I am strong, I cannot protect everyone. If only I had the power of song, we would never have lost so many comrades. I feel powerless.
No! This isn't your fault. The ones who are truly to blame are... Forgive me. I shouldn't have yelled. Forget what I said.
Rest, O weary souls, no more tales to tell. Bid the world a farewell as it sinks into twilight. Right upon the wind, eternity waits for you gently to close your eyes as you dream of the morning light. Oh, tortured souls, your grief unending, let it swing like the path ahead. Though you've nothing left, nothing to protect, though you walk on to your end. Oh, noble souls, your sacrifices will be told, songs of love and pain. Till my dying day, I'll sing your refrain. Let it echo in my veins, till the day when naught but peace will remain.
The power of song.
These lights.
That's it. I've got it. The data I just read, the past leaders all... Your power is different from theirs. Yes, it's a separate power.
What?
Your true power is...
Hey there.
We will rout the dolls that prevent us from getting to Retem. Are you ready?
Detecting the presence of multiple dolls. They're heading your way from the dome.
Assume your positions.
Madam, what in the world are you doing?
And you have not completely healed yet. Nadara, draw your weapon.
The point where we all wish we could wake. Innocent lives, 10,000 strong with no
A song? What is the meaning of this?
Look!
feast on terror.
The dolls are slowing down.
Your time is nigh, comes the growl.
It can't be.
Fight your
The
death.
power of song?
Yes, she creates a unique photon field with her song. It's an ability that uses the photon composition that only Retem leaders possess. To put it simply, her song doesn't amplify the ability of Ark's defenders. Rather, it weakens the dolls. The first song she ever sang had no effect on her comrades, so she never tried singing on the battlefield. And that's the very reason she never noticed the power she had.
Wow! The dolls are getting slower and slower. Now we can take them all down.
Precious tears will shine like stars in the night eternally. return to the earth. Wait for the time we dreamed.
With this power, we may just be able to defeat Retem.
Allow us to join you.
Dozer!
Well, it's been a while.
Is it okay for you to leave your post?
Crawford can handle things there. They can manage without me for a little while.
It is heartening to have so many reinforcements.
So, when do we set out?
Immediately. Gather all Ark's defenders who can fight. We will assault Retem's stronghold. Are you prepared?
All units have been deployed! Assault preparations are complete.
We have lived in fear of Retem for far too long. We have lost too many comrades. But today, we put an end to it once and for all. We will defeat Retem.
Detecting a group of dolls!
All right, everyone, charge!
Hold it!
Trial start.
Your fate lies your hands.
Trial start.
We dreamed of tears. They lie unbroken. The nights be dreadful and starless. Keep your feet moving onward regardless. Beacon, shine your spirit into the night. So the silence, the darkness away. Welcome to the day. Let it lead you on to tomorrow.
Trial start. Success.
The pieces of your soul, so broken and bruised, oh, let go your hold. To freedom they fly.
Trial start.
no end to them. Nadara, go on ahead.
Very well. I leave the rest to you.
Trial start.
We can't let this battle drag on. The Ark's defenders outside won't last long.
It anticipates our movements. So, it has some intelligence.
We gotta do something about that shield!
It is being generated by the tip. Can you focus on that part?
We'll try.
Yeah!
This victory was entirely thanks to you. You have my sincerest gratitude.
No. We only won because of your song, Nadara.
But if Manon had not worked out its power, I could not have used it. The doll's threat has not been completely eliminated yet, but at least now Retem City can enjoy a moment of peace. And now it is our turn to lend you a hand in return. We will cooperate with Central City.
What? Really? Oh, thank you!
I have already been in talks with Crawford. I look forward to working with you.
Same here!
Now, please enjoy the banquet.
Rest, O weary souls, no more tales to tell. Bid the world a farewell as it sinks into twilight. Right upon the wind, eternity waits for you gently to close your eyes as you dream of the morning light.
So pretty.
Beautifully sung.
Enough flattery. Singing in front of a crowd is not my strong suit.
Huh, but you're usually so commanding and in control.
Come again anytime. You are always welcome.
We are in your debt.
May we meet again.
We await your return.
Okay. Thank you.
Do come again. I look forward to our next meeting.
Okay, let's head back to Central City.
Do you have a second? Could I ask you to come to Central Tower? Crawford has a new mission for you. We'll be waiting to fill you in, so come on by whenever you can.
You, is it? I thought I'd rid the place of enemies while enjoying a stroll. Perfect timing. There is something I require your help with. I would like to ask you about the relationship we will be building between Retem and Aleo. Now that we will be cooperating, it would be proper for us to learn more about each other. I am not very familiar with the ways of Aleo, however. Other than military affairs, I know little of its culture and customs. As we are personally acquainted, I thought I could practice some cultural exchange with you. Come now, don't worry. Nothing more difficult than some simple conversation, just as we are doing now. What do you think? Is that so? Very good then. With Manon, I have had some exchanges about technological matters and the like. But I have not had much opportunity to speak with Aina. How should I phrase this? There are not many in Retem with a temperament such as hers. I find myself at a loss as to how to start a conversation. How do you usually interact with her? What are her interests, for example? My singing? I suppose I could talk about that. I see. This has been useful. My thanks. Do you have a moment now? I'd like to know more about you as well. Let me see. What shall I ask?
Oh, hey you! Perfect timing. Can we talk? What do you think of the people of Retem? Well, they're good people once you get to know them. When we first got here, I thought all of them were really super scary. Fighting is part of life for them, so they give off this total only the strong survive vibe. Or like they really believe that might makes right. Remember how uptight they were when we got here and Renus Retem attacked? They acted like they couldn't be bothered with some outsiders like us. But after getting to know them, I know that's not how they really are. When I made the effort, I found out that they're really kind. They even showed me how to survive in the desert. They told me all about which enemies I should be aware of, where to find food, and all kinds of other really helpful advice. A lot of them also asked me about Aleo. They haven't interacted with the outside world much, but they are interested in it. It's just that they've been so busy fighting that they didn't have time for much else. And even their strongest fighters never brag. They look out for each other, protect the weak, and help those in need. Oh, and they also talked about Nadara a lot. I could really tell that they were doing everything they could to support her. Not only do they respect her, but they completely trust her to lead them. I can really feel how united all the people of Retem City are. When I stopped to think, it made me realize that the people of Aleo Town are the same. I almost feel like I found my new hometown. Which means I need to do my part to be a contributing member of Retem Arcs too. I know I can do it!
It's you. I haven't seen you in Retem since the battle with Renus. No, nothing to worry about. Just a little periodic check-in with Hattie. We could have talked over comms, but sometimes it's nice to get together in person. Anyway, that's over. Now, I'm just taking a little breather. Hattie and I have known each other a long time. I remember that day long ago. Our squad was on an expedition to Retem. We came under a massive Dolls attack. That's when I met Hattie for the first time. Our guys were hurting pretty bad, but Hattie's squad was even worse off. Hattie is a brave and capable Arcs defender, but that day, he'd spread himself a little thin protecting his comrades. And then the Dolls attacked him from all sides. I lent a hand and helped get him out of a bad scrape. And we've been good friends and comrades in arms ever since. I guess we just understand each other. We're both castes and we're both loyal supporters of our leaders. When the war was going really bad in Retem, and none of us could even get away to go help, we lost touch for a while. But now we're close again, just like old times. And it's entirely thanks to you three again. I'm truly grateful.
that's not it. I cannot seem to master it. Who is that there? You, is it? You are quite skilled at making yourself invisible. Impressive. Practicing? Yes, well, I suppose you could call it that. It is my dance lesson. I say lesson, but I no longer have a teacher. My family's gift is the power of song. But that power is not derived from singing alone. Only when song and dance combine as one does the true power manifest. That is what my mother always taught me. Singing aside, dance has always been a weak point of mine. Oh, how my mother used to scold me during my lessons. When I stopped singing in front of others, I stopped dancing as well. Now that I am singing publicly again, however, I can no longer neglect my dancing. And so I make the time to train myself daily in the art of dance. But having said that, however, I still find it difficult to be watched. If my dancing skills were a little more polished, I could perform for you and ask for your feedback. Or perhaps you could dance with me. I was only teasing. Before I can reveal my song and dance, I need to be certain that I've mastered them first. When that time comes, I want you to be there. Goodbye now. Oh, and no more peeping from behind boulders. It's you. I was hoping I might talk to you, if it's not an imposition. It was an arduous battle. Of course, it's not over yet, but at the very least, we've reached a major milestone. In this seemingly endless battle against Retem, so many have given their lives in this struggle. If we had continued to fight on, alone, without accepting your help, I have no doubt we would have been defeated. The people of Retem have long relied on their own strength alone to solve their problems. We asked for help from no one. We were proudly self-sufficient. It was always thought that that was best. In this land covered in sand and surrounded by mountains, cut off from the outside world, our perspective became limited as well. When the three of you arrived here, many of our people viewed you with little but skepticism. Some even suggested that joining together with you in battle would dishonor us. In truth, it was because of these opinions of my people that I refused your offer at first. When I look back on it, such pride was foolish. You helped us realize the error of our thinking. You came to this faraway land and proved that your methods are effective. Seeing this, Jalil and Mohsen had a change of heart. And in truth, so did I. Allow me to offer you my gratitude once again. I cannot thank you enough for rescuing Retem from this danger. There is truth in that. Every single time I come here, I always feel such a deep sense of shame. That feeling has not changed. But at least now I can tell them that they are finally victorious. The struggles of our predecessors have made us what we are today. And in the end, victory is ours. I can tell them that their deaths were not in vain. And the emotions I feel when I sing have begun to transform as well. By the way, there is something I have been meaning to ask you. How did it come to be that Manon knew the Song of Mourning? It is true that it has been passed down in my family for generations. It is also well known amongst my people. Perhaps it is not unreasonable that she may have heard it somewhere. Well, we've chatted at length. That's enough for now, I think. Why don't we pay our respects together?
Ah, it's you. Standing here with you like this, it makes me remember that day. I mean the day that I first met you folks. This is the one and only trade route between Retem and Aleo. I've met all kinds of people here. This is also where I first ran into Dozer as well. I remember it clearly. Back then, just like today, there was a large incursion of dolls in the area. We had people out here on patrol each and every day. And then, one day, my squad and I were here scouting around, and we came under sudden attack. We were heavily outnumbered, and little by little, the enemy closed in on us. I put my guys behind me and tried to protect them to the best of my ability. Before I knew it, I fought my way through countless enemies and found myself at the edge of the fight. And that's when I noticed. In addition to me and my squad, there were others here fighting the dolls as well. It was Dozer and his squad. At the time, his attention was entirely on the enemy directly in front of him. He apparently hadn't noticed that another dolls unit was sneaking up behind him. So, I instantly mowed that enemy down and got Dozer out of a bad scrape. And, well, we've been good friends and comrades in arms ever since. What's that? Dozer told you some kind of different story? Well, he was in quite a panic at the time. He may not remember it correctly. There was a period when the fighting was so intense that we lost touch for a while. But as of late, there have been more opportunities to talk to him and the others from Aleo again. We used to discuss military matters exclusively, but now we talk about everyday topics too. And you know, it's all thanks to you three. I'm truly grateful. Greetings. Well, the Aleo people asked me to do a favor for them. They've requested that I investigate the lower level of MacLeod here. As you of course already know, there's a broad open space at the bottom of this pit. And that space is filled with rows of large buildings. Old documents have these various structures labeled as energy plants. In other words, structures that house devices capable of producing energy. Until now, Retem couldn't spare any manpower to learn more than that about MacLeod. As far as we were concerned, the place was always little more than the lair of Retem. But now, as it turns out, we have a little more time on our hands. So Alio asked that someone come and examine the place further. I've always been curious about it, so naturally I volunteered. Lately, Alio has been sending a survey team of its own to conduct all kinds of investigations. They even allowed me to help with things I've never even done before. It's been slow going, but I am learning more and more about the plants. For example, did you know that some of those facilities are still operating? And apparently, the energy produced at those plants even helps supply Retem City. The plants require no maintenance whatsoever. They simply keep operating forever on their own. I could never even imagine such feats of engineering. But to think that our lives were being powered by energy created in the enemy's stronghold, truth really is stranger than fiction. I learned something else, too. Some traces of something having to do with the dolls were found in the MacLeod facilities. I do not yet know the details. All I know is that the Alio survey team found something that's connected to the dolls in some of the facilities. We had always made the assumption that the dolls simply found that big pit and decided to inhabit it. But if there is a deeper relationship between the dolls and those buildings, then something is definitely fishy. At this point, all we can do is speculate. I will be sure to let you know if I'm able to learn anything further. It's kind of nice, actually. Finding something else that could pique my interest as much as combat or music does. In a better world, perhaps I might have been a research scientist. One never truly knows down which path fate will lead him.
It's hard to get a good feel for what it's like from so far away like this. Oh, good to see you again. Oh, I just came outside for a breath of fresh air. It can get pretty stuffy in the command room after a while. Oh, by the way, I was just organizing the survey reports from the Kavaris region. Would you like to hear about them? Great, let's go over them. Currently, Kavaris is a frozen region, completely covered in snow. But records show that it once had a more temperate climate and was lush with vegetation. Not unlike the way Alio is now, I imagine. Back then, it was home to many people, and it was even more flourishing than Alio or Retem is today. But then there was the Dark Falls attack, and Kavaris became almost uninhabited overnight. Well, overnight might be a slight exaggeration, but there's no doubt the environment there changed drastically in a very short amount of time. The data on that period is missing from the records, so the reason remains a mystery. Although they managed to defeat Dark Falls, the people of Kavaris were still forced to relocate. Many of them fled to Alio and began building this central city. And they say some of them went to the Retem region too. Kavaris had been all but uninhabited ever since. The advanced team this time is part of the largest extended operation in the region so far. For such a long time, defending their own regions was all Alio and Retem could do. But now that we have your help, we've finally been able to make inroads into Kavaris. We really appreciate all that you're doing for us. I'm sure the advanced team knows much more than I do about the latest conditions in Kavaris. Ask them anything. If I weren't so busy with my operator work, I would have liked to try out for the advanced team myself. I'd love to hear about what it's like there when you get back if you have time. I'll be waiting.
Thank you all for coming.
How's Central Cannon coming?
We had a major battle with Dark Falls the other day. Though it happened suddenly, we managed to use Central Cannon to drive it back. However, its barrel was damaged after just one shot. We are repairing it now, but we must also consider how to improve it. Our main problems are the firing mechanism and the barrel. Its photon particle accelerator and barrel are not strong enough to withstand the force of a supercondensed photon bullet. Which is why I hope to call an old researcher friend of mine to help. He rang me up saying he had some useful information, but...
Is there a problem?
I have not been able to contact him for several days now.
What?
When I spoke with his younger sister, she said he had gone missing.
Oh no.
For your next task, I would like to ask you to search for him. Will you do that for me?
Of course.
This is the Kavaris region, where he lives. I want you all to head there. I am sure many of you are aware, but the Kavaris region has been abandoned for many decades now. It was once the seat of the capital, Central City's predecessor. They say we had to abandon it during the course of our war with the dolls. My researcher friend's name is Ilma. His youth belies his brilliance. We need his intelligence in order to complete Central Cannon. And as his friend, I am greatly worried for his safety. Please, find him.
The Kavaris region is to the north. We should be able to get there using this route, so let's head there first.
Okay, but before that, we gotta get prepped.
That's true. Let's meet up again once we get what we need.